Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. Out for 3.17.1 is out to open PTU. Todd Pappy talks about 3.17.2 and what's next for Star Citizen. The Battle of the Bricks is incoming, and the release of that 3.17.2 to live is relatively imminent, and much more. We all cover that today. I keep on saying 3.17.2 and I'll say it again. Star Citizen Alpha 3.17.2 is now out to open PTU, so anyone with access to the game can now play in those PTU tests. Chris and Erin Roberts put out a 1-minute video on Twitter on the weekend saying that they were in the Manchester studio and that they were trying to get 3.17.2 out the door. It would hopefully be no more than 7 to 10 days. That was on the 16th, so roughly end of next week or early the week after is their guesstimate for live. A lot of CIG staff appear to have been in the UK for a work barbecue over the weekend, and in preparation for Battle of the Blocks, which is happening later this week. The latest patch, though, seems to have really improved FPS jitter and character sync, at least in my cases, and me playing. I've had a fantastic time in the latest Siege of Orison event that was playtested again at the weekend. However, there are still problems. People had issue with one of the lieutenants on one of the platforms bugging out and breaking the event, for example. But people are still reporting poor ship sync on some servers. They're saying that sometimes there's rubber banding and jitter still, although for me, with the latest patch on that playtest on the weekend, it was very good. And I wasn't crashing at all, which is good because AI were functioning, stuff seemed to be working largely, and I wasn't crashing. That's good. I think it's going to be a mixed bag for testing, though, as Cloud Imperium are trying out lots of tweaks and trying to work out these sort of networking improvements. They have said as well that once they go to the live servers, that should be in an even better state. And yeah, they do need to address some of the remaining bugs and iron out this a little bit more for the end of the week if they are going to get a live release out the door, though. And there's so much in this patch now. New space stations, reclaimer derelicts both on the ground and in space, new derelict colonial outpost points of interest. There's missions tied to all of those new areas, nav mesh and AI dropship updates here as well, so this allows NPCs to patrol and reinforce those areas on the surface of planets like never before. There's a new Centurion AA vehicle based on the Ballista chassis, illegal, riskier delivery missions from Redmond are also here, enabling you to do the more darker side of package delivery. There's the Snake Pit, and many networking improvements, and tons of balance tweaks, and a load of cool little things to find that Cloud Imperium haven't told us about yet. But really, for me, the Siege of Orison, that new massive dynamic event, which is a group PvE FPS combat sort of long-running mission, is what I'm really looking forward to it running well. So it's sort of it's a while. It's a bit of a time investment, around an hour to 3 hours based on how slow you take it, how many people are on your server, that sort of stuff. And it is a good old-fashioned sort of FPS fight across multiple platforms, and there are ships involved as well, but you can only use the ships that are actually inside the mission area. It's kind of like Theatres of Wars come to the persistent universe in a sort of small little area. In the most recent Star Citizen newsletter, Cloud Imperium said, "The free fly has come to an end, but there's still time left to join our Foundation Festival celebration. You can snag the Drake Dragonfly referral bonus and discounted starter packs until 8 PM UTC on July 18th, and guide system rewards through July 25th, again at 8 PM UTC. Patch Watch. In the latest Patch Watch, Cloud Imperium talked about putting the Snake Pit, a race course on the moon of Clio. So some of the devs work in their spare time and on passion projects and ideas that they have, and they actually have built out some interesting racetracks. This one, the Snake Pit, is actually a player-found course, sort of like a lucky procedural generation site where someone's gone, actually, this looks really good for a racetrack. And now, Cloud Imperium have made it more into a racetrack with some structures and lighting and signposting, things like that. There are going to be more Easter eggs and interesting areas for players to find in Alpha 3.17, and in the future we should see more racetracks in a similar thing, sort of vein to the Snake Pit. Potentially in the future with some more function beyond player-enforced racing, but obviously they do get used by players. Cloud Imperium likes seeing emergent gameplay and then evolving it and going, well, actually, let's put some gameplay systems behind this. There was a Star Citizen Live from Todd Pappy talking about Alpha 3.17.2 features and plans for the near future of development. Let me go over a couple of these things that he talks about, but though I do have a video going over all of these questions in quite a lot of detail because there was quite a lot of juicy information there. There are various things in Alpha 3.17.2 for players to find that they haven't announced yet, so go look, explore, discover. They've improved FPS AI significantly, and they are now less tied to server performance. Game Horizon are working with Tony Zorovic and Cloud Imperium on the quanta simulation stuff. It seems like they've got some help from outside studio. They are making it easier to leave Crusader's atmosphere at some point. There will be a whole range of salvage possibilities from wrecks and derelicts. And obviously 3.18 is just the first implementation of salvage. There's more to come after that. They do also want to have night vision and other vision modes in the future, or at least Todd was excited about potentially having them. The Battle of the Bricks is on July 22nd at 4 PM UTC on the Star Citizen Twitch channel. Cloud Imperium said, "We're teaming up with our friendly rivals EVE Online for the ultimate aerospace build-off with epic prizes to win and a great cause to benefit. This will have the Star Citizen and EVE communities coming together to build some LEGO spaceships and mess around for Extra Life, a fantastic charity with challenges, quizzes and activities. It should be a fun show. There are giveaways for both games throughout that live stream. There's some very awesome LEGO ships that have been designed. The Banu Merchantman was one I saw that I was like, that is pretty impressive." This week's sneak peek in the newsletter was of the Volt Electron Parallax Assault Rifle. I don't know when this is going to be turning up in the game. It looks pretty much ready. They've been working on it for a while. It'll be 3.17.2 or 3.18. That's pretty much what we can guess. Last week, I was able to see an annular eclipse in Star Citizen thanks to Curvature, a subsidiary of Deep Space Crew who did the Icarus project, which we talked about a while ago. They did some really interesting investigation into Star Citizen science and how the engine works and how phenomena like an eclipse works in engine. How does that sort of relate to what you would actually see? And these guys get super immersed, and they ran a mission over a few months. I'll be releasing my video after 3.17.2 drops to the live build, but it was kind of amazing to see, and there's a lot going on with Star Citizen in its planetary tech and lighting that you might not be aware of, and I'm not even sure if Cloud Imperium are aware of. Boom, that's it for your news update today. It is so hot in the UK. BoredGamer too hot. But what do you think? Have you been playing in Alpha 3.17.2? What about the Siege of Orison? Have you seen stability and AI improvements? Or are you having a terrible time? Are there too many bugs? You're like, why haven't they fixed these? Or no, I'm not having that experience at all. It's the worst. Do you think we will see that patch go live for the end of the week? Are you expecting any other surprises? Or have you found any in 3.17.2 that no one's talking about? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below.
Greetings, citizen. I am NordVPN Man, bringing the justice of cybersecurity to the world. I protect you from ads, trackers, and malware. I punched a guy so hard once with security features that I knocked him back in time. He was able to use the knowledge of the future to become incredibly rich and wealthy. He bought like 10 subscriptions to nordvpn.com/BoredGamer after that. Really smart guy. Another time, I prevented a hacker from snooping at your IP address by taking off his hands. You can't hack with no hands. Probably. Anyway, you should get NordVPN, otherwise the terrorists win.
Every month we have a giveaway. For July 2022, we're giving away a Hull A cargo hauler, as well as a Nomad multi-role freighter. That Nomad also comes with a hovercraft bike. So there's 2 lucky winners this month, and both of those packages contain access to Star Citizen. Comment on any of my videos during this month to be in for a chance of winning that, and check the description down below for more details. Please consider becoming a Patreon or channel member with the join button under my videos. This nets you a variety of exclusive extras, badges, influence on the channel and content and special videos, as well as helping us produce daily content. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care, and I'll see you in the verse.